What's up, guys? It's Joey, and we're here with the third episode of Tarzan's Treehouse. And I only have two other people here with me today, but they have not been on the podcast before, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves first.
My name is Ethan. I was supposed to be on the second podcast because I thought this was going to be the second podcast, and then Joey uploaded the second one today, and I was very unaware of that.
All right. And I'm Joseph. I am Joey's friend. We met very long ago, back in elementary, know each other all through high school. And, now we're here today. He asked me to be on the podcast, and here I am.
So much for just saying your name, by the way. You don't have to take a shot at me like that. That's
Hey.
fine.
Hey.
I'm talking about Ethan.
Oh,
I have no idea what you said because my internet decided to die.
That's fine. You don't need to know. So we're going to start this one off. This one doesn't have a set topic. I'll probably give it one depending on what we talk about the most.
We're just going to talk for an hour at least.
I have something it's a simple starting point. Joseph, this is for you specifically. Is Bigfoot real?
now I've watched all those like squatch hunting, all of the show. I don't even know what you would call it. And they still haven't found it to this day. Right. If we're still squatch hunting to this day without real photo evidence or I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think it's real. I'm just gonna say it out there.
Well, you're wrong, so that sucks. But we can just move past it.
No,
Wait,
dude, he definitely does exist though.
Yeah, no, think about it. They wouldn't look. I've been wearing this shirt for all 3 episodes now. They wouldn't just make that as a lie.
I didn't know you were. I didn't know there was.
I didn't even notice I was a squatch.
Because I knew I was going to make an episode about this eventually, so I was going to reveal it then.
Well, yeah, because obviously that's literally all you'd ever talk about.
No,
that
there's
or
another
pirates.
thing. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, it's just Bigfoot and pirates most of the time. But he froze. That sucks. But that's fine. But yeah, realistically, you're probably right. But Ethan and I talked about this. I choose to believe in Bigfoot because it's like Santa Claus. If I choose to believe it, it makes my life better. Because like, I don't really care if like people are bad or if bears eat people because we know that. But I want to be afraid of some like mythical monkey in the woods. Like I don't want to be afraid of people because people are just people who do bad things. I'd rather there be like a giant monster walking around throwing logs at people, you know?
All right, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, but why? Like, what really started your obsession with squatch? Like, that's I think you.
Look at him, dude. He looks like he is supposed to be Sasquatch.
In all fairness, I looked like that way after. Like you guys knew me when
I know that's true, but I mean,
yeah.
how you are right now makes it even more
apparent. The way I
apparent.
walk too, I move my arms like that just because they're long, but still. Yeah, you guys knew me when I had shorter hair, especially Joseph because he's known me for longer.
I don't think I've ever seen you with short hair.
Well, relatively compared to this.
Like it wasn't never short. It was like right around like here. Like it was still like I think you. I don't know. I swear you have photos of yourself with that kind of hair.
Oh, I absolutely do. I have one right there, but I'm like 6, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I have no idea. I think I watched Finding Bigfoot once when it came out, and I was like, "Oh, that's weird," but I really like it. I don't know why. And you guys know there's a Bigfoot museum in Santa Cruz?
There's actually. Well, you've been to the. Have you been like
is?
to this, like? Oh shit.
It's not a real museum. It's like 2 portable trailers, put together. Yeah.
It's like who's paying the rent there? Like who has the property?
It's just like a little place off the side of the road, and there's like those big footprint casts, and there's a giant map on the wall, and there's pinpoints of where their sightings are supposed to be. And the guy that I've been there like 4 or 5 times in my life, throughout like 3 or 4 different years. The guy that works there has had a broken arm every single time. The same arm, the same cast.
So do you think that's part of their act at that point? Because if it's the same sort of like, is it like the left or the right arm is like?
It's always his left arm. It's always like on a sling and everything in the same cast.
You know, what I think happens there is that someone says, oh, put on this cast, do this, and then say this story about going squatch hunting and having
Hi.
Oh my gosh, Joey, I didn't even know that was you. I'm like, who the hell is that? He's all Joey. I'm like,
Yeah.
Joey who? He's like, Van Dyke? I'm like, why is his hair brown? It's the wrong color.
Yeah, it's kind of dark in here. It
I
looks
can't
weird.
hear you because
Oh, then he froze again. Oh, dude, Ethan's internet is up.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
I'm just wearing headphones.
You also froze up again.
Yeah, they're frozen because the internet is not that
Oh,
great.
you're frozen, not us. That's your fault.
Well, same difference.
Aw,
You guys
hi,
are frozen
guys.
to me.
oh,
Okay.
I love that.
Awesome.
Dinner's-
Wait, Joey, how many times did you say you went to that
Okay.
museum?
Either 4 or 5.
Jesus Christ. So pretty
Yeah.
much every time you visit Santa Cruz.
Pretty much, except for recently, because I don't know if it exists anymore, and probably for good reason. But
They're probably not getting any money, especially with everything else going on in the world.
yeah,
Like,
they also don't sell anything. Like they have like gift shop items, but they all say they're not for sale. Like I tried to buy a Bigfoot action figure once, and the guy said it wasn't for sale, even though it had a price tag on it.
so basically, they stole it
Probably.
from somewhere, and then they
definitely
put it in the
stole
They
museum.
it.
probably stole it and just kept it in this little trailer thing,
Jesus Christ.
which is honestly a good business.
Smart.
What might have put them out of business, but it
Wait,
worked
do
for a little
you
while.
have to pay to go to the museum, or is it
No.
free?
They're,
Then they're definitely out of business.
yeah.
That's definitely their passion project / hobby. For sure.
Now,
Joey's
that was like a
gonna
group of
take over in
dudes.
2 years. Just watch.
was that not 2 years? It'll be a different number than that.
Sorry, 3.
Maybe lower, but definitely not 2. Yeah.
I don't know. I
It'll
just
be
want to see the
next week.
mindset that went behind that. Like, think about it. There's like a group of guys, probably one night, talking, and they were probably watching one of the squad shows. Like, bro, we are so into this shit. Let's just make a museum about it. Another guy's like, dude, swear. And then they just fucking do it. Like, why? Who? I don't know. I don't really get it.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird kind of mindset to think about Bigfoot that much in the first place. I mean, I did it for a while, but I was also 13 years old. So that's
These
a-
are grown ass men, like in their 30s,
Yeah.
right? Like in their late 20s, early 30s,
That's-
is going
that's
around.
Also, you
There-
also have an obsession with. You also got an obsession with pirates too.
That's not over though.
So-
But that's understandable. Like, okay, that's different to be like,
And that's not over.
I just said it's not over. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm having an argument with a laggy person.
wait. Nah, I don't know. No, never mind.
You're like 3 steps ahead of it, the argument.
Yeah.
You go like 3 steps back.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a different thing to be obsessed with like a historical period than a monkey, a probably fake monkey.
Well, you've definitely played like Assassin's Creed Black Flag and everything, right?
Yeah, that was my favorite game for a while. That's how I got into it.
Like, what about the Sea of Thieves? That game.
Oh, I never played that.
So you're telling me you're a huge fan of pirates and all the
And you've
whole-
never played the biggest pirate game there is?
like at least in this moment, like at least in this like couple of years, this has definitely been the biggest pirate game.
Yeah,
And most popular.
and I just didn't. My cousin did it, and he told me it was good, and then I just didn't.
Wasn't it only for PC though? Do you even have a PC?
I have no. I
That
don't.
sucks.
Yeah, but it's on PlayStation now.
Yeah, I think it just got transferred over to, I think it was on Xbox like original kind of
Yeah.
first, and then it was on PC mainly,
Mm.
and then I think PlayStation just got like
Yeah.
these.
PC is master race, dude.
Says the one who's been lagging this entire time, but that's fine.
That's because of Wi-Fi, not because of my PC. My PC is built, dude.
Dude, I don't know. I'm just saying.
You gotta have good Wi-Fi to put the PC to good use.
No, you could just play single player games.
Mm,
That's true.
Yeah, I guess so. That's not the point. The point is
Big
that
brain.
if hypothetically, if there is like 8 feet tall
Okay.
monkey people, or just monkeys, if they discover Bigfoot tomorrow, how do you think the world changes? Like if they discover that there's like 1,000 of them in the country, whether it's in like the Appalachian Mountain or in Eatonstown because there's trees there, or in like the Northern California, or Oregon, Washington, all up there. How do you think people react to that?
That's kind of a hard question, but just like how people reacted to just a sighting in general of like a crappy camera of Bigfoot, it's definitely going to make the headlines, like news, like whatever, everywhere, and even when in your mama's house, you're going to see it. You're going to be able to see this fucking Sasquatch all over the world, and
oh my god.
yeah, it's just gonna be an OMG moment where it's just I don't know what to do now. Like it's either that or people are gonna be like, oh shit, that exists, and then they just move on from their day because there's already so much crazy shit going on in today's headlines. So
that's true. That would be like the biggest twist ending. Like the pandemic is coming to an end, the lockdowns are lifting, but Bigfoot's real, so watch out.
I don't know, like, but where would he been hiding this entire time? Like, where would it be like underground? Like,
that's the thing. Like, you don't really find black bears that much, and they're giant. Like, you never find dead black bears. You never find them just kind of wandering around unless they're in like Tahoe or something. But like in theory, they'd probably just be hiding in like the densest part of the woods. Because there's places even in like California and Idaho where people don't go for months at a time.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
But yeah, like he just
his dad. Oh, he's back.
His connection. Oh, is he? His connection's just that bad. That's fine. We can just keep going.
Oh, hold on.
Are you good?
I am back. My computer, my internet died.
What's that?
Was that?
PC failing you?
No, dude, my PC is amazing.
I don't know. It did just kick you out of the meeting. But yeah,
my Wi-Fi kicked me out of a meeting.
What are you using your Wi-Fi on?
Every device I have in this house.
That's what I thought. So, but yeah, we were talking about how if Bigfoot was hiding, they would probably be hiding like in the super dense parts of the woods. And there are places.
He lives in my basement.
You have a basement?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, what the hell?
Dude, I don't think there are like any houses in California that have basements.
Probably not. At least like if they were built in like 1930 or something.
Probably.
Well,
and because there's no use for a basement in a California household. Because that's the main reason for a basement. It's like the Midwest and tornado alley.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna die if you're underground, you know?
Or there's another use for them that we could use here.
What?
I mean, I think Murphy, you just said it. Jeeps are there. You Bigfoot.
You can hide one. You can hide one, and
you can hide one. What if that's actually like? Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but what? Like I think you mentioned this the other night. What if there is just like one person in each region who's just causing all this like nonsense by having someone dressed up in a giant suit and running around for people to take grainy pictures of?
Well, I mean, I think it's probably something like the Zodiac killer, because you know how like so many people are like, "Oh, I'm the Zodiac killer," and then they get arrested because they're impersonating a murderer.
Yeah,
I think it's something like that, to where, or like another one was like DB Cooper. You know, I don't know if you guys know that. Yeah, because there's just so many people who are claiming to be him because they want to be famous, and then they just get arrested because
they tried to bomb a plane.
Yeah, and they hijacked and stole money.
That's true. He stole a lot of money.
And that was never found.
That is kind of crazy that like none of that ever got even remotely solved at all.
I don't know. That guy's crazy.
Yeah, he's probably dead also, because even if he survived,
he definitely is dead.
A long time ago.
Because I think, wasn't he like mid-30s or something when he did it, and that was back in like the 70s?
Yeah.
He's got to be like 85 or dead.
Probably dead.
Oh no, I thought it was super funny because have you guys watched the Loki show?
Yeah.
I have not.
It was like, do you think they made a DB Cooper reference in that show with like Loki
Yeah.
being him or something like that.
That's pretty fire, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Because they never found out who it was. So
It's got to be the Norse god of trickery.
Dude, it's me. I was DB Cooper.
but did he really fly that plane away? Is that how it worked?
No. So
No.
what happened was he got on board and he was like, hey, yo, I got a bomb. Okay. Here are my demands. I need money and like 50,000 parachutes. He asked for like 7 or 8 or something like that, and really only took 2. So I don't know why he asked for 8.
Wasn't
And
he
I was like,
fake taking a hostage or something?
I don't remember honestly. And then he was like, give me like $500,000, something like that. I don't remember.
Big money.
But and then they took off, and then he just was like, all right, bye. And it was like pouring rain or like hailing or something. And he was jumping over a super thick, dense forest.
Mm-hmm.
Never found a body. They found like $20,000 in cash because they found like all of the serial numbers for the bills.
Well,
But that's pretty much all they found.
yeah, and that was also like way down the river that he went into.
Yeah.
Or jumped near.
So who knows?
That's super trippy though to think about. Someone even got away with it.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that people can, because that's not the only instance of stuff like that happening. There's like all kinds of those like online scavenger, what was it called? Like the cicada scavenger hunt stuff, where people just get away with the craziest stuff. So it's not like entirely out of the question that someone could get away with like a mass monster hoax. If it's not Bigfoot, then like, what's another monster that's been insanely popular for a long time?
Loch Ness.
That's exactly
What if that started like that and then they just like it's a family secret and there's just one family is that in Scotland or Ireland who's just keeping it up?
I think Ireland.
Yeah, I think so too.
I could be totally wrong, but
I think it's Ireland also. If it's not, then it's Scotland. No one.
it's one of the
It's
weird countries that nobody cares about.
no one cares about.
I don't know. Ireland's pretty cool. They got the Loch Ness monster, maybe. So
You don't even know if they do or not.
that's the point.
That really brings up the question though, because if it's in the sea or like a lake, right, we really don't know what's down there. They're still finding new species practically every other week.
Mm-hmm.
So what's to say like this monster doesn't exist? I mean, we don't know what's really down there.
See, I was telling Joey this earlier.
I saw
Not
that
earlier, but
TikTok
the other
on my
day.
page today. The shark 1900 feet thing.
Oh yeah.
I got that today on my phone.
Dude, it was crazy. So I was on TikTok the other day, right? And I'm just scrolling through like you do. And I came across this TikTok and they were like, so it was like these, I think they were Norwegian, the people from Norway, I think. I don't remember where they were from. But they were doing research on like a great white shark. So they tagged him with like the GPS tracking and all that kind of stuff. And then like an hour later or whatever, pretty much instantly, it just plummets 1,900 feet down into the ocean and gains like 20 degrees in temperature and like a couple other crazy things. And they were like, it had to have been eaten because, I mean, plummeting 1,900 feet, I mean, I guess that's kind of plausible, but gaining 20 degrees in temperature, there's no way.
Definitely in someone's stomach, yeah.
Yeah, so what is big enough to eat a great white shark? I mean, like maybe a whale shark, but whale sharks don't eat sharks. They eat krill. Yeah, they have hair in their mouth, which is another whole weird story, but...
Yeah. The one thing that I could see is like if an orca attacked it, because they attack great white sharks, but if it bit off the part with the tracker,
yeah,
and kept in its mouth, but then dove 1,900 feet.
Yeah, I don't think it's got to be something bigger, dude, because it must have like swallowed it in one bite, you know?
Yeah, because even if orcas do it, they don't just dive down after they attack something. They'll just chill around it and watch it die.
Yeah, they'll bully it. And like, I mean, I could be totally wrong. I'm not a marine biologist or a scientist or really that smart, but I think it would have been like a more gradual raise in temperature if the orca was bullying it, because, you know, when like, if you get like hurt or something, your body does heat up. So I would assume it would slightly raise over time.
Yeah.
But it just shot up. So I don't know.
Sharks are also cold-blooded, though, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I mean,
I don't think they are.
They're not mammals.
Well, I mean,
Most sharks, like most fish, are cold-blooded,
oh,
and their body temperatures match the temperature of the water around them.
Yeah.
So the hottest point of a shark is their stomach, or any really sea creature.
Which would make sense for that.
So for that rise in temperature,
yeah,
it was
dude,
definitely
been
eaten
eating.
for
It
sure.
was eating, bro.
Dude, I swear I got
It
that.
was D.B. Cooper, bro. He ate.
He came back to eat a shark in Norway.
Oh,
Wait, I got that video on my page today,
Mhm.
and I looked through the comments, and it's a bunch of like 15-year-olds saying that it's probably a megalodon. Let's be honest here, like doing this weird pseudo.
Megalodon.
Yeah,
He came back.
the most popular comments were like, there's only a 75% chance that a megalodon is extinct. That number seems kind of low. Like, I know that I'm more like prone to like believing monsters exist, fucking obviously, but 80 to 75% for a 60, 70-foot shark existing? I feel like the number's a little low.
Oh, you know what it was?
Hmm.
So I remember I watched this for like Shark Week. I think it was like 10 years ago or something like that. It was the Mythbusters, and they built a megalodon.
They built all like
They
a
built
like
a megalodon, dude. Here, look. Let me try and find the YouTube video. Hold on.
like Godzilla, robotic Godzilla.
Yeah, dude.
Or Jaws?
Or no, Sharkzilla. Here, hold on. Let me.
I remember that.
Yes. See.
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Here, I'll drop it in the Discord real quick.
Yeah.
It'll be in the Chickamauga one. You're in this one, right, Murphy?
He is, because
Yeah.
they gave him a nickname.
There, that one.
Here, wait. If I can get up Discord, I can share my screen and at least show like a screenshot of it.
Dude, I remember watching that and was like, dude, that is so sick. But yeah, I don't know, dude. It's crazy. My hair is all messed up.
Dude, wait a minute. You guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the thing.
Damn, Joey, how many Discords are you in, bro?
Oh my god.
That's
oh yeah, and it
insane,
breathes
dude.
fire, bro. It's so cool.
Did they put it in the water?
I don't think they did.
That's fucking. So that's what like a real life representation of what it would look like.
Yeah, they built it to scale.
Probably.
Jesus
That
Christ.
is stupidly large. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the Jaws. Yo, let me see that. Jesus. Because that's the real life scale, the Jaws they found, like the fossils,
Mhm.
right? Oh, shit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where do they even find that? Like, where does it just wash up on a fucking beach? Like,
I
where do they
think
find
so.
See, that's
The
what I'm wondering because there's like multiple megalodon jaws intact. Like there's one in that science center in San Francisco,
Yeah.
just hanging on the wall. Some of them have got to be fake somehow, but I'm sure like that.
Obviously, like they
I'm like, who else is
existed.
there now but it was you?
Like, obviously they've existed, but I don't know. Would it be too far fetched to say though that they aren't fully extinct? Like, I mean, obviously, not to that scale, but maybe a little smaller.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
something we've talked about before too. Is like, what if these things maybe do exist, but they're just like smaller versions that we can't find right now? Because there are sharks in that deep, deep part of the ocean. There's plenty of them. They look weird as hell, but they
Like
exist.
the goblin shark, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The goblin shark, like they pull their entire jaw out.
Yeah.
right from you.
Dude, that thing is so weird. Bro, you know what is like straight up just OP in nature? Hammerhead sharks, dude. They are the most baller animal ever. They got 360-degree vision. They see literally everywhere around them. They have like they can literally see everything with like heat sensing basically, and then like electromagnetic sensing or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Dude, they're just broken. They're OP. They're broken. They
God,
need a nerf.
God needs to get a nerf to the hammerhead, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
dude.
the only nerf that they really have is their jaw. Like they don't have a big mouth. Like that's the only
Yeah.
nerf / downside to them.
Yeah, but then at the same time, they can spin on a hairpin like no problem.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They just go whoop and they're instantly
Because they got
around.
so much weight in their head, they just tilt it one direction. Their whole body spins around.
Dude, they're that's why they're the best shark, and that's why they're my favorite marine animal.
Shark. They're your favorite marine animal? I mean, they're pretty cool.
What's better? What's better? What's
An
better?
orca? Hello?
Oh, orcas. I mean,
Bro, orcas both.
Lame.
Orcas
They're like
both
lame.
sharks because they're too nerdy for them.
They're not even the best shark though, so who cares?
orcas are pretty scary though.
Yeah,
Like
you think orca.
they're intelligent. They're like super
Yeah.
intelligent.
Dude, I can body an orca.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, go to SeaWorld then.
Dad, say
tell that
hello.
to the SeaWorld
Yeah,
workers,
go
dude.
see Shamu, dude. Those people get their arms bitten off.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
That's
built
fucking
different.
scary.
Oh, okay.
Huge.
You're
Dude, that orca
You're gonna
will never
wrestle.
see anything like me.
gonna wrestle a 20-pound whale.
Oh my gosh.
You did.
I
do
mean, I don't
wrestling in
even
middle
know
school.
what my own favorite marine animal would be. Like, I don't even know.
If it's not a hammerhead shark, you got the wrong opinion,
If
buddy.
it's not a shark or a whale, then you're probably wrong.
Yeah, I feel like any shark. I know there's
Or
like
jelly.
there's like the bull shark, or like there was a shark that has a really cool looking back fin that makes him super like the razorback. I think that's what it's called.
Oh.
It's like the fastest shark.
Oh,
pretty
that's
much.
a Mako shark, isn't it?
I think
Yeah,
so,
Mako,
something like that.
Mako.
Those are
That's
super
right.
dope. Those are super dope.
No, you know what the coolest animal ever is, though? A kangaroo. I mean,
Yeah.
who can beat a kangaroo? Kangaroos are sick.
Dude, they're swole. Why is their upper body so swole, but they only use their legs?
Because they adapted to fighting native tribes people.
Yeah. Yo, did you know Australia went to war with kangaroos?
And
Oh,
emus.
no, not kangaroos, just emus.
Ostriches,
Just
right?
emus.
Emus.
No, emus.
Because
They
kept-
lost.
Yeah, they lost, dude. It's so funny.
They sent like military Hummers with submachine guns attached to the back, and the car hit an emu and flipped and caught on fire. And they took out one emu before the car crashed.
Yeah, they took out like, I think at the end, they took out like 1,200 emu
Yeah.
and like wasted like $50,000 or something like
Yeah.
that. And then they were like, we did it, we won. And then the Australian government was like, no, you didn't.
No.
You really did it though.
Yeah. And this was like not that long after World War II.
It was like in the 1920s.
Oh, before. After World War I mean, yeah.
I think
How
it
you
was
gonna?
during
How
the-
you?
No, it
how
was
you gonna
during
go to
the
war for
Great
fucking an
Depression.
animal?
Oh yeah, bro. America's economy hit like rock bottom. Meanwhile, Australia's just messing around with some big birds, dude. Oh my god.
Well, I thought it was the booming 20s. Like the 20s is when it was booming, right?
Early 20s.
Yeah, it was like the soaring 20s, and then it just died. Like the Great
Yeah.
Depression happened,
The Australians were fighting emus.
and then World War II kind of brought us back up
Yeah.
because war makes us money. So
You know what else got brought back up during those times?
what?
Probably like weird mutant monster things. Because what else is gonna make a monster besides a nuclear bomb?
He's got a point.
Big brain. Now you're using that noggin of yours.
I've seen that video a lot. The thing you just sent in the Discord. I watched that at least 3 times.
Dude, I have 2 of his shirts. Hold on.
Really?
Dude, yeah, oversimplified is so fire.
Mhm.
Any new like YouTube video that it comes out with, it instantly pops up in my recommended.
Oh yeah.
And I don't even watch them like that. It just happens. It's
Yeah. I love those videos, dude.
they're so because they're aesthetically pleasing. You learn something, and it's just you watch it. You're watching an animation. It's simplified. It
Hmm. Yeah.
like what's much more to fucking love about it? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, those are great because like I liked history normally, and those are like,
All right, I can't find the shirt.
Exactly.
of course, fake fan. Oh yeah.
You're back. We're just talking about how.
No, I
Or,
heard
like,
the whole thing.
watch
I had my headphones
oversimplified.
on the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yo, a couple of the other people who were on a different episode were talking about doing like live action versions of this, They were talking about it with fast food, but we could do it with this. Just go into the forest and look for stuff.
Yo,
That'd be pretty
I
sick.
feel like we'll still
Come
find
up here.
something. It will just fucking die from it. I don't know. It's just-
Yeah,
We'll be fine.
really,
Or it's gonna become a Blair Witch situation.
dude. Okay, have you guys seen the show What Mountain Monsters?
Yeah.
So the trailers for it when it first came out were just like Finding Bigfoot, except with like all of the weird monsters in the Appalachian Mountains out east. But the first episode, you can tell, okay, this thing is fake as hell because they catch stuff. Like there's a point where they have Bigfoot chained up, dragging behind a pickup truck. And he's like wiggling around trying to snap the chains off, and they just blast him with a shotgun, but they accidentally shoot the chain, so it runs away. And they do this thing where they catch devil dogs in these shipping containers.
Give
Again?
it back in 30 minutes.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. And then in the latest season, they have like this whole plot where there's this woman of the woods who owns this cult of like human and monsters. And there's like portals to other dimensions that lead in like chupacabra things. And
It's not even a finding Bigfoot. It's just straight
No,
up
and
entertaining.
it's all these like big redneck dudes who can't act to save their lives running around with shotguns.
That sounds like entertainment. That's just entertaining at that point.
That's why I
That's not
watch
even
it.
bad.
Yeah, it's just fun to watch. It's just really entertaining.
You know what show was entertaining to me and I could never get old of? This is Naked and Afraid.
Dude.
I cannot stop watching. Like, I swear to God, like when it first came out, I was like, this is the stupidest show I've ever seen. Like all the trailers, everything about it, I'm like, this is stupid. But then you start watching it, and it's actually really interesting how these people show up to an island. Obviously, the guy's gonna show up with a machete every fucking time.
Yeah.
The girl comes in with like a flask or like a fire starter, or even the girls sometimes bring their own machete, like two machetes.
Double machete.
And they'll just go around trying to survive, and they don't even survive. They just fucking starve themselves for
Yeah.
2 months. Like, this isn't even how you guys survive. You just like starve yourself. It's like, I don't even know. It's just
Yeah. The shows like that are wild. My dad loves those shows. Like there's this one called Alone where they film themselves and like the closest crew is an hour and a half away.
oh shit.
Yeah, and they just like build shelter and survive for like 2 months or something.
Mhm.
Or no, it's not even that. It's just outlast the other 9 people.
Dude, no, there was one that was super interesting. Like, it was I think it was their season finale, or it was something super crazy because they took every single person or group that won Naked and Afraid,
Oh, yeah.
brought them all together, and they said, okay, who's gonna win? Who's gonna outlast each other? They're pretty much elimination. Who can last the longest?
Yeah.
And that was super cool. I don't think I even watched it. I remember seeing all the trailers for it and saying I'm gonna dedicate time to watch this, and I just never did.
Isn't it going on right now? Or didn't it just end?
Let's see.
It's like XL or something, right?
And Afraid XL. I think it was called XL.
Yeah.
Naked
I
and
was
Afraid.
watching that like the day before I got here.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Or
Really? Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's on Hulu now with premium
Mm.
and it's YouTube TV. Obviously, it's gonna be paid for no matter
Oh,
what.
yeah.
Super interesting. Yeah, like I think it's naked and sick. It's a suffering, gruesome injury, and continued survival with 8 stitches, like 8 people pretty much.
Jeez.
That's super interesting though, because then they build like tribes or they build like little gangs
Yeah.
or cliques, and they're going against each other. It's just it's genius. It's fucking
It's
genius.
a really smart idea for sure.
It is, and people are always talking about, oh yeah, I can survive. I
Mhm.
can do this. I can-"
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, put your money where your mouth is, and they go out and they fucking do it. It's just
Yeah. That's a really cool idea because there are plenty of people who say like, oh yeah, I can just do it. And then you can't because you have zero
Exactly.
idea how to do it.
people to sign up for like, how much are you getting paid for this? Well, you said you'll do it, right? And like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. It's super interesting to me.
Thousands of dollars at these people if they can do it. Yeah.
I mean, is there other shows you've been like any other shows that like you think of off the top of your head? I know we talked about Shark Week. Shark Week has to be.
Oh yeah.
like,
Isn't that like soon? Doesn't that
It's
start?
usually in the summer, right?
Yeah, I think it starts in like next couple weeks or something like that.
Let's see, Shark Week 2021. Well, I mean, it's just so insane to me. Yeah, it starts Sunday, July 11th.
That's a week.
It is coming up. It's like,
Yeah, that's like
a
9
week.
days.
uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a second.
No, it's just always insane to me how they get so much content
Hmm.
every single year. Like you would think people will get I mean, no one gets tired of sharks, but how do you get so many stories and so many interesting features of sharks every single year after year after year, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. Like I think it happens a lot more than people think, especially if you were talking about bull sharks earlier. Those dudes are just like naturally aggressive towards everything they see.
Mm-hmm.
And like even because I'm in a beach town right now, there was a shark attack, like a great white bit a dude on the leg like 5 days ago. Like the dude walked out of the hospital the same day, but still.
Yeah. So I don't know. And why would you even be down there, like so close to something so dangerous? Like these people have to be on something, or
Yeah.
they have the adrenaline rush whenever they go do something crazy.
Yeah, like that. I want to do that cage diving thing, kind of, because like I know I can't. They can't break in that thing. That just seems really cool to me. Like when you get lowered down off the side of the boat.
Fun fact: I've actually done that before.
Seriously,
Seriously,
bro.
I went with my family to Mexico once,
Oh, okay.
and it was super sketch. Like I think it was out of the blue one day. We woke up, and my mom told us. She said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go," because like we just started leaving out the hotel, and she's like, "Oh, like where are we going? What are we doing today?" She was like, "Oh, we're gonna go like you know how they do the like on Shark Week they do the like well diving." I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" And so we drive up to this pier with this sketchy ass dude. Like imagine like a hillbilly in Mexico. Like why are you in Mexico with like a hillbilly? I'm like this isn't right. Like this is kind of weird.
Something seems off here.
So we went there. I don't even like to the Gulf, like the Gulf, right?
Oh yeah.
So like we went there, and then we just started going out off the pier, and like it wasn't just us. There was obviously like a whole different group of people, but it just felt so wrong. Like those boats was not. It looked like from the '90s or early 2000s or something. Like this was like back maybe 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
So it was just so bizarre to me that this was all set up and the way it was. And it just looked so, I don't know, I say like just ghetto and so fucking
Yeah.
weird. And obviously we went to the cage and everything like that. But we never had like the tanks or anything. We just had like the snorkels.
Oh really?
Yeah, you can bring your own, but I was like, I guess that was like in a fucking, it was in a bucket of sanitizer, bro.
Oh no.
I'm like, this is so gross. Like, what the fuck is this? So,
I can't be
honestly,
safe.
dude, I don't even know. It was pretty cool. It was really scary because you literally go down and it's so dark, and all you see
Oh.
is the figures like circling you.
Oh.
It's
That's
it's really scary. I don't know how to explain it. It's just when we saw some really up close, it was really I don't know. It was just really cool.
That's pretty cool though.
It was cool,
Yeah.
but scary for sure.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. That I was thinking about this the other day. Like we always see these things on like Discovery Channel and Nat Geo where people go on like safaris for days at a time, or people go like explorations in the jungle or in the woods. If you could do that with any specific animal or just any place in the world, like regardless of like the discomforts of it, what would it be?
Now, if I had to go anywhere in the world, would probably be the Himalayas or like climbing Mount
Oh,
Everest, you
That's
know?
pretty cool.
Because it's just one of the biggest feats in the world. You're climbing the biggest mountain, the highest point in our entire planet.
Yeah.
And obviously, you will have a crew, you have people taking care of you because you're going on this like
Mhm.
mission. So I'm not going to be really worried. I'm going to have like 1,000 layers on me.
Yeah.
A whole team literally backpack like shepherds backpacking me all the way up there. So I'm not going to be doing too much. But just the sightseeing and the experience of seeing the highest point and seeing everything around you, that would be life-changing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like obviously we've seen videos of it, but there's no way that you could like obviously I've never done it, so I wouldn't know for sure, but there's no way that you could capture some kind of view like that on a camera.
No,
People say you can see the curve of the earth. There's no way that a camera can catch something like that.
no, and just like that, that's a once in a lifetime experience and an experience you have to be there for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild. Honestly, I think if I had to choose something like that, I would go through the jungle because I feel like there's so much different stuff in the jungle that just, like you said, like just the sights alone, like walking under those big canopies and everything, and all the different like super bright colored plants and snakes and frogs everywhere. That'd be crazy. And like if we didn't have to worry about like, oh, I have to wear these kind of boots or I'm going to die from a snake bite. Like, obviously, that's a real thing if we did do it, but if we didn't have to worry about that, that'd be amazing just to walk through and see all that stuff.
Yeah, no, actually, for like a school trip, we went to Costa Rica.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, so we actually were able to stay in log cabins in the woods, the
Yo.
jungle areas,
That's pretty cool.
and we were able to walk around. The biggest like downside to everything, we didn't see anything crazy. Obviously, we saw like snakes and this and that, but we always had the guy there, so he never really cared. But the thing that always bugged us were these giant ass horse flies, they would call them. Like
Oh,
huge. Imagine like a fly, like flies like super tiny, like that big. These flies are like massive, like circular,
gee.
big ass flies, and they would go around and they bite you,
Oh,
like a fly biting you.
that's kind of wild.
And I have a funny story about that because there was a girl who went there on the trip with us,
Mhm.
and I don't know why, but she was always super dramatic the entire time. And when we went on to the jungle, like little cruise area, we're walking around, and she was getting nonstop harassed by this fucking fly. Like I shit you not, I feel bad for her because you just see it swarming her. and swarming
Same
her.
one.
She starts bawling her eyes out, like I
Oh,
can't do this anymore. Like she starts
no.
fucking dying. I don't know. It was funny because she was annoying, and okay, not to be mean, not to
I get it. I get it.
she was like that like personality that like, oh, I'm better than you, or
Yeah.
this that. So it was almost like karma, and
Yeah.
it was so fucking funny, dude. I was dying the entire time.
That's rough, but that's kind of funny. Yeah.
It's rough, but it's funny. So I don't know. But jungle, Himalayas, I mean, anything like that. But what if you had to suffer those consequences? What if we had to go to somewhere, but we had to experience the trauma, the pain,
Yeah.
suffering?
I'm gonna be honest. I definitely don't think it'll be the jungle because what I've heard, there's so many things to worry about, especially when you're deep in there. Like
Everything's poisonous at that point.
yeah, literally everything you come into contact to can and probably will kill you if you let it. And that's not to mention like you have to worry about the giant like jaguars and there's tigers there, dude. Like you have to worry about all the tiny poisonous bugs and also a tiger at the same time. And
Exactly.
I mean, like I've heard those. I don't know what they're. Are they called tropical jungles, like in Hawaii and the other Pacific Islands?
Yeah, it's the rainforest.
Yeah, rainforest. My bad. Yeah, tropical rainforest. Those are
Those
probably
are even more dangerous, probably, I'd say. Because
yeah.
those have the little tiny frogs, the poison dart frogs. And this tiny ass frog just hops on your arm, fucking you're dead.
Yeah,
It touched you, you just die.
right there. Yeah,
It's insane. Like that's I don't know.
yeah. I think
What about
those.
the jungle?
Yeah.
And for my pick, definitely not the Himalayas, because you know how weird that situation. It's freezing, like sub 30, 40, 50 temperatures. And not only that, but you're so close to the atmosphere that you're feeling
yeah.
the sun's rays. So you're still getting burnt while cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just the odd feeling of you're cold, but if you get rid of any layers, you're gonna get burnt.
Mm-hmm.
So that just seems painful. And not only that, but having to go with the shepherd and how dangerous it is, all the paths, how
yeah.
there's caverns in Mount Everest where it's piles of bodies.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. I wouldn't want to die like that. That's just
Yeah. Isn't there this area over this little gap called like the Bone Bridge or something?
yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I remember seeing it in a Family Guy episode where like Peter falls down it. He just sees like all these bodies and shit.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I mean, there's no way. Like I couldn't do that. Like I wouldn't take the risk.
The
for that.
craziest thing is if you fall down but you survive and you know there's no
can't
way
get
to
out.
get out, so you're just there.
You have to suffer and like probably starve to death,
Yeah.
dehydration.
Yeah, that's got to be like the craziest thing. You're just waiting for something to happen at that point.
Well, obviously, if you're with people, but if you go it's alone, whoever you are, right? Whoever you are, but you just have to wait for someone else to go by. But even then, you're so far down,
Mm-hmm.
I don't will they even hear you? And if you're screaming so often, you're gonna lose your voice, and at that point, you're really fucked.
Oh yeah, and especially even if they hear you, what are they going to do? like the odds that they have a rope long enough and strong enough to get you out aren't that great. And even
And
if
even
they
then, what are
are,
they gonna hook it to? Like,
yeah, are they just gonna try and pull you up? Because that might not work, and they
because
might
then
not
they
want
fall
to
in.
try that. Yeah,
It's just so I think the only logical answer to this is probably like the safari. Yeah, it's hot as shit, but there's way less things that can kill you, in my opinion.
yeah. I think that's what my immediate thought was when you asked that second question is pretty much everything that can kill you, you can see before it does. It's not
Exactly.
like a jungle where like there's a bunch of different bugs and tiny animals that can do it, or even a plant. Like you can see the lions.
Yeah.
You know they're there, and there's not that many. Obviously, there's bugs there, but like there's not as many extremely dangerous ones. I guess the mosquitoes there can get like malaria.
Mm-hmm.
That is a problem, obviously, but
Well, I feel like, I don't know. I'd rather take my chances with malaria than going in a jungle, especially at night.
oh god, you can't see anything, dude. Just
You can't
hear it.
see anything and everything's crawling on you.
Hmm.
Everything's eating you alive while you sleep. So in the
Yeah.
safari, I'd rather take my chances on the grasslands where I can see
Hmm.
everything. And if obviously we have our crew, everything like that,
Yeah.
we're going on this expedition, we're fine. Like, I don't know. There's no real worry, in my opinion, with the safari. Yeah, it's gonna be hot and malaria. But at that point, there's probably things with technology where we have like a sheet over us, a certain sheet that protect us from mosquitoes or
Yeah,
something.
probably.
So
There's definitely like super strong mosquito repellent or something like that.
I
Like,
don't know. I remember seeing a video the other day, and my girlfriend and I were talking about it earlier. But since global warming and everything that's getting hotter, and they talk about malaria and diseases, there's going to be new diseases, and there's have been discovered new diseases from the ice caps that are melting.
oh,
Back from the early ages where
huh.
dinosaurs were walking, those diseases are now going to our waters. Who's to say that a fish gets that disease, someone in another country fishes it and eats it, and then it starts a whole new disease? Would you think that this like whole like COVID situation, like would we have this again like easily now and more often or quickly?
Dude, that's insane to think about. Like, as at that point, we don't even know how to recognize that it exists, let alone treat it in any capacity.
Yeah, it could be a parasite for all we know. And it's
Yeah,
like
there
a
could be like a
worm that literally eats your brain now or something.
yeah, we have zero clue what's there. And I think that's kind of wild. Is you mentioned something like this earlier. Like, there's so much of the ocean that hasn't been explored, and it's changing like every single minute. So there's probably some, whether it's like a tiny parasite that does some crazy stuff, or a straight up giant animal that we don't know exists. There's something down there that we're gonna be like in awe of when or if we ever find it.
Hmm. I think they say that we've only explored just the surface of what the ocean has to offer.
Yeah.
So if even with the ice caps melting, I don't know, like we're really fucked, I think, when it comes to that situation. Unless this whole pandemic has shown the earth like, oh, this is what it's capable of and this is how fast and things can spread. So I think our global what's it called? Just plan of action to tackle certain pandemics have gone stronger.
Yeah.
I think there might start being a whole crew and a whole organization built around tackling pandemics. If
Oh,
everything ice caps melt, then
yeah, I'm sure we'll be more ready for something after all this. And I think it's somewhat safe to say that it's over now. Like obviously you still have to wear a mask sometimes, but if you're vaccinated, normally you don't. So
Mhm.
it's largely come to an end. It's nothing like it was a year ago today, which is good. Obviously, we've got through it. But yeah, just I think a lot of people are going to grow up in fear of this now, like knowing that this can happen at this large of a scale at like this fast of a speed. Like, how long was it before we learned that COVID was a thing and we couldn't go to school anymore? It was like a week or two.
Yeah, I remember it was in March. It was the link. It was like 2 or 3 weeks before spring break.
Mhm.
And I remember a lot of people were making fun of the disease, and a lot of people were just shits and giggles, like, "Oh, we can't dab each other up no more."
Yeah.
Right? Stuff shit like that. And then once, like, I think 2 days before, they announced it as a global pandemic.
Mhm.
And then we're like, well, okay, fuck it. And then we went on spring break, here we are today.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know about you, but I haven't been back to physical school since then.
yeah.
That's
So
wild.
I think the soonest that I can go back would have been this semester, but even then, it's only hybrid. There's so many different classes that are not all online. So I'm just saying F it and going back in person the following, so spring 2022 season is when I'll be able to go back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Because I already signed up my classes for fall of this year, and they're still all online.
Really?
Yeah. There's only like maybe 20% of the classes that my school offers is actually in person.
Yeah, I think mine was around like 30 or 40, and they're mainly just for the big lectures.
Yeah.
It's interesting because why would they just do these major lectured courses, but so many people in it?
hmm
But the smaller, like public speaking classes that I had last semester are still online.
Yeah, that's really weird. If anything, you'd think the more general ed stuff that a lot of people are going to be taking would be online so that if someone wants to stay home and take it, they can. And the more niche, kind of smaller subjects that people need to fill for certain requirements would be in person.
Mm-hmm. And with this global pandemic and everything being online, do you think a lot of teachers and a lot of colleges will just start offering online school from now on? Like a certain, like just even if it is like 1 or 2 courses, right? There's going to be an alternative to everything.
I am back.
Yes, you are. I'm sure they will. Because I feel like that was already kind of a growing thing before this started, of like more school shifting online, whether it's people choosing to be homeschooled with online school or like what are the commercials we see all the time, like Phoenix University or something?
It was like Phoenix, yeah, Phoenix or something like Arizona. It's something in Arizona.
Yeah, there's like so many, there were so many online community colleges, just online colleges in general before this all. So I'm sure that's going to keep up. And you're probably right. There are some things that are never going to go back in person, which maybe that's for the better. We don't really know right now.
Mm-hmm. So Ethan, right now we've moved on to pretty much online school and how that's been affecting us or how everything's happened to this point.
Okay, he froze.
Oh my
I thought you was-
god, bro. Dude, my internet was doing so good before I left. It didn't freeze at all.
What?
And now
Yeah,
it's
you-
just taking
We're good for
dump.
30 minutes. And now the second someone says your name, it happens again.
But you said this your whole life has been better from just online.
I would say no, actually. But mostly because, like, well, I guess actually it's nothing's really changed. I'm gonna be honest. Because back when school was like a school, you know, where you walked in and then you
Okay.
When you walked in and you
When you walked in and then, yeah, you did that. Of course.
I mean, I was only taking Frozen. I thought you guys were just like super like intense listening to me, but no, it's just because it was Frozen. See, I assume you didn't hear like half of what I said.
We heard you say when you walk in.
yes.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so when I would walk in, I'd be like, all right, let's do this thing. I'm ready to learn. And then like 15 minutes into the lecture, I was out.
You're like your mind was in a different place.
No, I was asleep. I was passed out, dude. And then
No.
and
And then. How long?
knocked out, but I was like pretty much, oh my god. Anyway, I was pretty much asleep, like half asleep during the whole lecture. And then I would start hearing everyone getting ready, like getting up and moving. And I'd wake back up and I'm like, all right, let's go do the lab. I have no idea what we were talking about today, but I'm ready to work on some customer
Wait, you would
cars.
have labs like
baby.
right after the lecture?
Yeah. Well, it was like they gave us a 10-minute break, but nobody took a 10-minute break.
Okay.
Or like 15, whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, dude, the funniest thing about the auto program at LMC though is, so you know how like there's there's work where you do a job and then you get paid for it. And then there's volunteer work where you just do the job out of the goodness of your heart. And then there's LMC auto program where you pay the college money to work.
Sounds like a steal to me.
The funniest thing ever. I mean, granted, you are learning and stuff, so you're paying for like to learn. But if you think like just look at it from just a super basic aspect, it's just you pay the college to work on people's cars. It's funny, dude.
Sounds like
At that point, you just work at Les Schwab, right?
No, don't work at Les Schwab. Actually, yes, work at Les Schwab. I have a I'm gonna send you guys something in the Discord
Okay.
because I guess I can say it. I applied the one out here. I mean, I don't know if I'll get
You
that one.
traitor! You said you were never gonna work there again. You were never gonna.
Well, also, I need a job and I need money. So,
Fair.
That
I
is
mean,
fair.
can you really blame me?
Look at him. Look at the way he froze.
Just-
Yeah, he's mid motion. Okay.
My internet's.
Yeah, we know.
I applied to one out here because I need money, obviously. Well, I applied to like 3 different places, but what was I even talking about? Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get that one because when I quit my last job, I was like, hey, I don't like this company. This manager sucks. And then they like sent me an email and they're like like a review. I don't know if In-N-Out sent you one or not, Murphy, but like it was like a few days after my last day, and they were like, it was like, oh, how did you enjoy working at Les Schwab 650? Yeah, I'm gonna name drop.
Yeah, I guess he's not gonna name drop.
I guess he's not gonna name drop, honestly.
Better now. Oh,
Maybe that was a sign.
Les Schwab 650. Les Schwab 650 is a little bit better now because basically what happened was one of my friends, he quit because he had to focus on school more because he's going to UCI as a mechanical engineer, so big brain stuff,
Good for him.
and he needs to pay attention to school. So he quit, and then like a week later.
Dude.
A week later.
A week later.
3,
A
2.
week later.
A week later.
A week later, they fired one of the guys who had been there for a really long time, like 5 years or something like that. And so they fired him, and like everyone was pissed because he was a really good worker, and they probably should have fired someone different because quite a few people there did not do that good of a job, and they were a little.
A little. They were a little. This
This is so funny to me. It's like
I was very much underpaid, and it's frozen.
Whoa. It
No,
just fed through everything you said. We heard, like, at least on my end, I heard very little underpaid. Oh my God, it's frozen, but at like 8 times speed.
yeah.
Yeah, I was very much underpaid, but that's another story, is what I said.
You were getting paid pretty much like damn near.
So they fired.
Right?
I was paid minimum wage,
That's insane because you're damn near.
and I started at 7, and most of the time I wouldn't get home till 7. I'd get off probably around 6:30. Mind you, they close at 6 and 5 on Saturdays.
Oh.
Yeah,
What do you produce for the half hour after? Or what did you?
nothing.
Oh.
The hour I was there before we even opened, I literally just walked around the bays and just was like, yeah, I'm definitely doing something. I turned on the air compressor, the 2 balancing machines. That's about it. And if it was in the summertime,
Summertime?
Sometime.
In the summertime? Let's see if it does a speed up.
Time
thing.
swamp cooler thing, fan.
You heard the
I would just fill up a giant fan with water.
Okay.
So that would cool off everyone in the summer.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, except that the fan really sucked. Well, like if you were next to it, the fan was amazing, but the shop is massive, and it's just this big fan. I mean, it's probably about like from like that wall there to that like the blind right here.
Oh, that's
So
pretty
it was
bad.
huge. It was massive. It was probably about like 5 feet tall or something like that, 5.5 maybe. I don't know, but you don't really stand near it, apart from if you're getting water. So it was kind of just in the way of everything, like all the time, because it's this massive fan. It's probably like about like that thick or something like that, and then it's just like you really only felt it if you're like 5 feet away from it, and none of the machines are 5 feet away from the fan, and it's like pointed in a weird direction. It was just garbage.
So what you're telling us is that it was useless, right? Essentially, I'm gonna take that as a yes.
I'm gonna assume he said yes either way.
What'd you say?
I said. So what you're telling us
What'd
is
you
that
say?
it's useless.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you're just getting wet.
Anyway, so yeah, really, it's not. I mean, there was no point of it. But anyway, back to my story. So they fired that one guy, or my friend quit. They fired my friend, and then my brother was like, "This sucks. I hate this place." He quit the next day, and then I was like, "Yo, everyone needs to leave because all of our best guys are leaving right now. Like everyone's leaving." So we were down 3 people, and we got 0 new hires. So it's already looking bad. So then the next Monday,
Next Monday.
I was thinking about this too. Like if everyone just
we
quit,
were going to be down 4. I am not about this life. So then I was like, oh no. So I'm putting job applications to literally anyone and everything. Like, didn't matter.
you made one resume and just
Um,
fucking out
pretty
everywhere.
much. Well, I made like 4 different ones. Or 2. I had 2. One that was like more retail oriented, and then one that was more like trade oriented. And I was just sending them all out. I applied to AT&T one time because as like a like the
It was like a salesperson or like a 3, 2. There it is. He's back.
anyway. So I applied to like AT&T for as one of the people who like go to your house and like set up your internet or whatever. That would come really handy right now, huh? Yeah. And they were like $33.50 an hour, and I was like, I say less. So I applied ASAP. They didn't hire me. That's really sad.
I bet you have to have
Whatever.
some sort of background experience in something.
No, they didn't. They said no. They didn't need background. But I think it was because I was 19. They were like, I don't know about this one.
They
Yeah,
want you like at least 20 something, right?
Yeah, and I didn't have that much background job experience, so they were probably like, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. We heard that part.
I mean, I don't know. 30 something 50 for just installing internet?
I mean, that's probably not that many hours that you work though, especially compared to 12 hours a day at an auto shop.
Yeah.
Well, I was at minimum wage anyway.
Well,
so
obviously,
yeah.
that's the
So like
Anyway.
2 hours pretty much is like one full day for him. Damn near.
Yeah. Although I did get a lot of overtime. Although I guess it never really mattered because then when I quit, it was like that the day I quit, was the same day my other friend put his 2 weeks notice in. So that was going to be his last day that Saturday. And I quit on that Saturday. So they lost 2 guys. So they were down a lot. And then
The suspense, dude. I can't take it anymore.
the worst parts now. He's doing it on purpose. He did learn the internet thing from AT&T. Now he's just cutting it off on purpose.
Yeah, dude, that's definitely what I'm doing because that's what I really like doing. I like ruining my internet.
On purpose.
It looks like I have good internet right now, so we'll see how long that lasts. So then I got a job at Home Depot, and I was making like 16 an hour, I think, something like that. And then my first paycheck came, and it was the same amount or pretty much the same amount that I got from Les Schwab. And I was like, wow, I'm working a lot less hours and getting the same amount of money. That's stupid. Like I was getting no
No overtime.
No overtime at Home Depot.
Home Depot.
It's frozen. It's always happened.
Okay.
I think my first paycheck was under 80 hours. Okay. Now compare that to an average paycheck, like hour-wise, from Les Schwab, which was around 95 hours or so, which is a lot if you didn't know, because a normal pay period is like 80 hours. It was about the same amount. I mean, Les Schwab was a little bit more, but not by much. And I was like, damn.
It put life into perspective, huh? It was like, it's
Oh, he froze. No reactions from him.
nah, no comment.
And it makes that big of a difference.
It does make that big of a difference.
It's crazy. I mean, like, I didn't think it would. And I was like, oh, nope, never mind. It does. But yeah, so I applied to the Les Schwab out near me. I applied to a America's Tire, and then I applied to a Big O Tire.
Huh.
Big O Tire? I think I've heard that brand like once in my life.
Yeah. I'm not going to say my opinions on any of the companies because they may or may not be my future employers. So
that's smart.
Yeah.
Thinking ahead.
Big Red, man. You got it.
Oh, yeah, but we got the manager from Les.
I think that's where this entire story was leading, because that's how he let it off to be. And then now he froze in the most.
You just want to talk about it.
You got the manager.
We got the manager transferred from Washington, or to Washington. So basically,
from here?
Yeah, the one that I worked at.
Oh my
we
God.
got him transferred all the way to Washington, and the manager from Washington came down here, and I guess it's been pretty good now.
That's good. Is that what they do with like their? It's like Washington is like their island of misfit toys for managers.
No, I think what happened was.
Oh no.
Oh no, let's get more frequent.
We should stop asking him questions.
You're getting.
Back?
I think corporate was like, "Hey, you're getting a lot of bad reviews. So you either can't work at that shop anymore, or we're going to transfer you somewhere else." And I think they just transferred him. I don't know the legality to all of it because I don't care, honestly. So whatever.
Fair.
Hey, but mission successful at that point.
He's no longer in California, baby. Let's go.
Won't even get to see him anywhere nearby.
Yes, dude. I'm so happy about that. I never have to see that man in my life again.
Unless you go to Washington first.
I'm never going to Washington.
Or he visits here and you're little.
I'm not living out there anymore. I won't see him anymore. Let's go, dude. I'm hyped.
On purpose. Not only did you get him somewhere else, but you went somewhere else just in case.
Yeah, that was
definitely the plan. I'm just gonna go with that. I figured that's what he said.
But yeah, Joey, have you ever worked anywhere before?
Not for more than a month and a half.
Not for more than a month. Where did you work?
Oh, lifeguard.
Lifeguard.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Of course he worked as a lifeguard. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Where did you work at? What was your employer?
Quality. I won't because like pretty much everything by us is like private names. So like, and they also hate it when you say their name in videos. I found that out a while ago. But
yeah. Sure.
Speaking.
I mean, you could always say it and just bleep it out in post.
I don't edit or know how to, and I'm not going to try. So I'll say it after we stop recording.
Of course.
So
okay, that works.
that story strangely connects to something else of how we all know each other really well. We all ran cross country together for 2 years. The three of us went actually 2 years. Any of us went together because you and I. Oh no, you two were
I
three.
ran 3 years
You
total.
two were, yeah, but the three of us all together were only two. Because I quit after I was a sophomore.
2 years.
Yeah.
I kept going because I hated myself apparently.
Yeah, same here. I didn't even
Don't
like
run
cross
cross
country.
country,
I only
it's not
enjoyed
fun.
track. And
Who were the
I was like,
captains though?
It really should have been me as captain because I was one of the fastest.
You were
But
thinking
they were
great
like,
and
no,
stuff.
let's put the
Yeah, I can talk over him now because he's frozen. But you were the same. Murphy was the junior captain for a while. And
because
you were
he's
the same person-
JROTC, man.
You. That's the one thing that comes out of the freeze. Is the JROTC, man. You were the same grade as him, and he ran when he was a freshman.
Yep.
You didn't though.
I did not.
That's probably why.
Okay, but I was better than him.
Not the first time, not your first year until the end.
Okay, not my first year, but my second and third year I was.
Were
okay, but you did your junior ROTC, so you had that leadership experience.
Yeah.
We clowned on him so much for that.
Did we listen to him at all?
No.
Maybe
I didn't.
listened to you as a junior captain more than I did to.
Well, I was never officially given the title of captain at all.
I'm talking about Murphy. I didn't listen to you either, Ethan. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I listened to our real captain like twice.
I was just what he cared about, but I was everyone's. I think I was the guys' team's favorite person. I'm gonna be honest.
That's true. I mean, I feel like you took Nick's kind of, you took Nick's kind of like the best guy, and then kind of got transferred to you.
Nick also left though. Like when he was still here in our second year, he got a relationship, so he hung out with us less.
That's true.
'Cause he's a loser.
Yeah, loser. Now he's in Japan.
Now he's in Japan. Now he's deployed in the military.
Yeah.
So
He should have been on, but he's probably asleep right now.
That's what I was wondering. I was gonna bring his name up when we were talking, but like that scheduling would be even harder. And like I told you guys about this 20 minutes before we started, and we definitely wouldn't have been able to do that with him.
No, he would have been fine. He could have made it.
yeah,
So last time we tried to talk to him, he was like, "It's 2:30 in the morning, and I'm trying to make eggs. Stop bothering me."
Remember when we all woke up at like 5 in the morning just to play Smite with him?
You woke up. I didn't.
I woke up at
you
5 a.m.
didn't.
to play
You
Smite.
didn't. You suck, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wake up at 5 to play a game I'm terrible at.
Who
Dude, that was
cares,
so
dude?
fun.
It was so
I
much
did,
fun.
clearly.
It was like
seen
one
my
of the
second one
most
when I
fun times I've had playing a video game in a while.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Yes, dude, because it's 5 in the morning and we're all butts tired and we're just like, yo, let's hop on Smite, bro.
Okay, it was Nick's idea. He was like, bro, you could get up at 5 in the morning and play with me. And we're like,
And I was
okay,
like,
bet.
bet. I was like, say less, dude. You
You would
think
get
I
up at
won't?
that time for like work normally anyway. Oh, he's frozen. He can't defend himself. That's fine though.
But that is true though. He would get up at 5 a.m. to go to work. I think that's why we stopped playing, was because you had to go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Had to
much.
get
You gotta
ready
go to
for
work,
work.
right?
Mhm. What games have you guys been playing a lot recently?
NBA 2K.
Really?
Yeah, I got the newest one because it was like the Mega Edition was on sale, and I also all of my save files were corrupted from 2K20, so I couldn't play my career anymore.
Oh
Mhm.
shit. Do you only play my career?
No, I do like the rebuild thing, but I suck at the normal game. So yeah, kind of.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I just need like handles in that game now. I don't know how to do that.
What was in that game?
2K, I didn't know how to do dribble moves until like a week ago.
A week ago. So basically, you're trying to do like random pick and rolls and just shoot for the basket every
I
time.
would just run around the arc until someone got open, and I'd try and catch and shoot every time.
Jesus Christ. What are you even playing on? Like just PC? Or no, you don't even have
Or PlayStation
PlayStation 4 or 5?
4.
Okay, no 4. I was like, I wouldn't think you have a PlayStation 5 yet, but
Oh God, no! And I don't think I'm gonna have one for a while. Because aren't they like still out of stock?
Yeah, they're still out of stock. I was actually
Yeah.
able to get one, but
Seriously?
yeah, I have it right here. It's right under my desk.
Damn. Lucky.
I don't know. Oh, here he is. He's back.
Murphy has a PS5. Did you know that?
Bro, how did you spend like
He got too angry and froze himself. Look at that. Look at that. It comes back to you so defeated. I love it.
Dude, the pain, bro. How much did you spend on that? How much? Did you buy retail?
No, I didn't buy retail. I paid like maybe $80 more than normal.
80?
Yeah, because my friend like was gonna originally sell it for like $1,000, damn near. So, and he was like, "Oh, you don't have it yet," because I was trying to get it off like the live stream or like the lives or whatever you want to call them. You get into.
Our giveaway.
He's just looking at. I thought he was listening for a second. I know he is. He's still here. But anyways, I would get in these live queues and I would wait for them every single time on PlayStation on the website. Every single time, boom, boom, boom. Never would get it. Never would get it. Never would get it. But he would get it. He would fucking get it every time. So I wasn't. I was basically losing the entire. Fucking, I don't know. But anyways, he eventually came up to me one day. It's like, "Oh, do you want to buy it off me?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And so like probably like an $80 markup. But I don't regret it.
It's not too bad.
That's not too bad at all.
Yeah.
And I got it because I knew I wasn't going to get a good deal like that. And even though I don't play it that often, I mainly play PC, or I'm just working. But I still have it just to have it. So I mean, I could do whatever I want with it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
While Ethan's frozen, Ethan is the expert on like retail and markups because as you can see, if you can even read his headband, he's wearing Supreme right now. I remember when you first started getting into that, and we had a team dinner for cross country, and you wore your brother's Supreme shirt to the pasta spaghetti team dinner. And
That one was mine.
That one was yours? You said
Yes.
with brothers.
Which one was it?
It had like the Japanese writing on it.
Oh, that one was Zach's, yeah. Or my brother. Sorry. Or Zach, whatever he is. No, it don't matter.
I don't care.
Who cares? Anyway, yeah, that one was his, but that one was sick.
It was, and for some reason, you sat next to me in a spaghetti dinner when you knew that I'm like a pretty messy eater, and even more back then. And you still
Wait, what?
to me.
I missed it all.
You sat next to me
What?
with like the nicest shirt you've ever worn at the time for a spaghetti dinner. You threatened that if I got pasta sauce on the white shirt, you like throw me out the window.
Yes.
That was pretty fun.
Oh, you want to see one of my... Oh, anyway, hold on. Let me go back to what I was saying about my PC. So when I originally built my PC, I think I spent $1,300 on it or so. So, I mean, a pretty solid
amount, yeah.
mm-hmm. So $1,300. That's still pretty expensive too. That's like.
I mean, for
crazy.
That's about average, I would think. Maybe a little more.
Yeah, but if you go by today's prices, with how like pretty much every electronic is like 8 million times harder to get and so much more expensive, if I factor it in like that, it would probably be like around a $1,900 PC.
Gee.
Because my GPU, it's a 1660 Super. I bought it new for $180. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
I saw one on StockX like a month ago. It was selling for $760.
My God.
You know, I had like a little good story about myself too when building this PC. I remember going and building it last year when a bunch of stuff was going on. I think the Black Friday deals. And my GPU. What was that?
No, go ahead.
Like my GPU that I got was a 3070, and I was able to get it in person when it first came. Yeah, I had to drive all the way out. I don't even know. It was like an hour or two out. I don't even know where we drove. It was like a small shack, electronic shack, and there was a line out the door. And we walk in. They're like, "Oh, you can only buy." Because they can buy a 3070, but my friend there wanted a 3080. And he said you have to buy, I think, 4 or 5 items from that store before you can buy the 3080. Isn't that insane? And he was able to buy, because I think he bought like 3 or 4 things, and I was like, oh, I still need an extra external hard drive. So I said, fuck it. So I bought the external hard drive, and then that was his 5th item. And then
See, I have. So let me go over my specs. So I got a 1660 Super, pretty solid. I have a AMD 5. I forget which 5, but it's pretty solid. I got 48 gigs of RAM. Okay, so I want 30,000 Chrome tabs open. And then I got a terabyte of SSD and then 2 terabytes of hard drive.
Nice.
okay, that's pretty good.
He froze right when he was over that time. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's a pretty damn good build, especially if it marked up like $600 since you made it or whenever.
It has a little bit of RGB to it too. So
A little bit of what?
chill. RGB.
Oh. Pretty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cared about you.
that reminds me. So I think it was last Friday, something like that. I don't remember. Whatever. I don't know how into keyboards you are, Joey. I would assume not much because you don't have a PC.
PC.
You would be right about that.
But I know, yeah, I've been inside the keyboard community, or I've been.
It's frozen.
It's not anymore.
Anyway, so I don't know how into keyboards you are, Joey, but one of the, I would say, one of the nicest switches you can get on the market right now is the Tangerines. Okay, they're a linear switch. They come in a 62 or 67 gram switch. I have the Kiwis. They're made by the same company.
So basically, Joe, if you don't know, these are switches. I mean, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And
7.
a certain feeling flash.
Yeah.
Hold down, right?
And so I have the Kiwis. I like them. I like them a lot. They're really nice. But last Friday, the Key Company, because I believe that's the brand that makes them, they did a re-release, or not a re-release, they did a restock on the Tangerines. So I bought 4 sets of Tangerines in the 62 gram. Well, a set comes with 25 switches, so I bought 100 switches because I was like, I need
Nice, bro.
bad. They're beautiful, and I love them, and I can't wait for them to
Are
be
you just
here.
gonna replace them one day? Like you're gonna outdo them so bad that you're gonna fucking replace the switches?
Well, no, I just want extras just in case, you know.
Yeah, just in case. A rainy day, break your entire keyboard out of frustration.
That's not. I hope that never happens. Oh, but speaking of expensive things that we have that we probably shouldn't have spent the money on, let me grab it real quick.
Don't you have a sword?
Is it what?
Is it the sword?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's not the sword. It's more expensive than that sword.
Yeah, go get it. What is this?
I'm scared, bro. I don't even know. I feel like we're just going on separate tangents every single time.
I don't know what the point is of this though. This episode.
All right.
This
So
is bigger.
I'm gonna give a little bit more backstory. If you don't know, I like cars a lot.
We could tell.
I think that's kind of apparent. One of my favorite brands is BMW. I have a BMW E36. Okay, it's an amazing car. Love it. Anyway,
Okay.
so there's a streetwear brand called Kith. I don't know if you guys know them. They make really dope stuff, and it's really, really nice. It's very high quality, beautiful construction of everything. Not too long ago, I think about 5 months ago, something like that, it came out. BMW and Kith, they decided to do a collaboration. So they made like, I think 50 Kith BMW M4s, so like an actual car.
Okay.
That's pretty insane. A whole ass car for a collab.
There's no way this dude bought a car, right? That's not what he's about to say.
No.
It's
It's
like
not
all
what
the
you
Kith. What?
Oh, you were explaining the car, like the M4.
Oh yeah, yeah. The interior was like fully kitted out, like super nice, super high quality. It was really cool. I did not buy that car because I did not have like $80,000 to $90,000, which is probably how much it would sell for.
That was the only.
But what instead I bought is a jacket. Now, let me give you some specs on this jacket. It's got some real leather on it.
Real leather, okay.
Alcantara all over. It's probably about like.
It's probably like.
Probably about like. Can't forget that part.
It's probably about like.
BMW like M patching on it, like the M logo on it. Super nice. Here's what it looks like.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks pretty nice.
Okay.
Super nice. Very, very heavy. I'm not gonna lie.
High quality jacket though.
It's one of the nicest jackets I've ever owned and probably ever will own. I'm not gonna say the price out loud because my parents don't know how much I spend on it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna send it in the chat.
Oh shit.
Dude, that's a lot.
Uh-huh.
That shouldn't be that many.
Oh shit.
It shouldn't.
See, this is why you gotta work all that overtime at Les Schwab and any job.
This is the dude that to send out so many applications because he dropped that on a jacket.
Fucking jacket. You need money now.
I think I've worn it like 3 times.
Bro, you divide that number by 3, it's still absurd for a jacket. You're out of your mind.
Okay, but the thing is, I bought it when it was like starting to get like to springtime, or like it was starting to warm up a lot more. So there wasn't really too many applications to wear it. And also, it's a very nice jacket. I'm not gonna wear it every day. I'm gonna wear it for special occasions.
Like the spaghetti pasta dinner sometimes.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna wear it to a spaghetti night somewhere. Like probably a fancy date to a
No,
nice.
it's not on that look.
Spaghetti for 3.
But yeah, that's one of the nicest things I own and spent too much money on.
For sure. I mean,
But hey, it was worth it.
I mean, you got
It's a
headphones
cool
on.
jacket.
I need if you say so. But
Yeah, I do have headphones on.
Okay, I mean, $750 though. Is that the most expensive clothing item you've ever bought?
Yes.
To God, yeah. Jesus.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I know you're the type of guy who likes to spend on a lot of things, Ethan, but
That's still a massive. Oh, what's he getting now?
oh, he said, "Oh my God."
He's gonna get something that's only 700 and not 750. Oh, I remember that thing.
I remember this. How much?
I also have a that one I got for retail. That one was like $90.
Oh, that's
So
not,
it's still a little bit of money, but it's fine. It's fine.
not compared to the big dog you put back on your bed, but yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple Supreme shirts. Obviously this headband. I regret buying this headband.
You regret buying the headband, but
I mean,
you got to flex in this podcast.
that's true. We got 100 views.
And then it came in. And so like it came in and I was like, what the hell did I order? And I opened it and then I was like, oh, I forgot about this. And I was so disappointed when I opened the package. Yes. I was like, why did I spend my money on this? But whatever. I haven't worn it out in public because I'm too embarrassed to.
I mean, I knew a guy in high school that would wear the same Supreme headband every day, no matter what.
That guy. I remember that guy.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I remember that dude.
I don't fucking
And
know.
it didn't look as cool as that one. I'll give you that.
Yeah, this one looks super nice.
Pretty cool.
You also look like Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, he didn't hear that, but he does.
Sonic the Hedgehog, because
With, like the headbands or the headband and the earphones slicking his hair back. Yeah, a little bit. You look like Sonic the Hedgehog. In case you didn't hear me. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I've pretty much stopped with the like super hype beast stuff. Like there's still some pieces I like and I would like to own, but I probably won't because they're way too much money. But what I have been doing, grailed. If you don't know what grailed is, and you want cool fashion items,
Yeah, it's like basically what it is. It's just a high fashion, like almost like StockX, where you
For
resell
clothes?
or buy high clothing. Pretty much.
where to go. Because I bought a couple you won't see. You just won't see anywhere. Because like one of the things I bought is actually one of them might be around me somewhere. Whatever. I've bought 3 things from there. I might not actually get one of the things because the dude has not responded or like sent me the shipping number, which really sucks because I really like the bag.
Mhm.
But I bought a 2000 Sydney Olympics hat. Looks pretty cool. I'll show you a picture of it.
The Olympics hat. Oh, the sun. Okay.
Cool, actually.
That's
Pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
And then the one I like the most is a 1994 Winter Olympics hat. It's from.
Oh wait. Winter Olympics. Probably the Olympic stuff, right? For the
It's in
2020.
Canada. Suede, purple suede brim, and then black wool for the like hat part. Super nice. Love it. I wear it like every day pretty much.
Can I see the hat real quick?
It's out in the family room. I can go grab it real quick. Hold on.
I did froze before you showed the picture.
All right. This is just Ethan going back and forth right now. He's just grabbing something.
Empty closet, man. But yeah, I might have to dip in a little bit, but we can wrap it up when he gets back, or say a couple last things, you know.
Yeah, I don't even know what I would have. That would be the most expensive thing I've bought. Probably the PC, but that makes sense because it's a PC at that point.
That's also a lot of different parts into one thing. You know?
Exactly. Like
That does look pretty cool.
Oh, it's really nice. Yeah, I see it.
So, before, that is pretty cool.
That is a nice hat.
Before we do, because we might have to end a little, because the longer we go on, the longer this will take to get up. I'm probably going to put this up tomorrow anyway, if I can, because I do have a fun drive. I can put it on until tomorrow. But I'm going to ask a few questions that seem random, but probably are anyway. I don't know why I said, but. So, you're just going to answer them right off the top of your head, and then we might be able to tell a story before we get off. So, if one cryptid, like mythical monster like Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Yeti kind of thing, if you could choose one to actually be real, what would it be?
Ooh, that's hard.
I have no idea what the question was.
I figured. So if you could choose one cryptid like Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, any kind of thing like that, to be real, what would it be?
I gotta do research.
Bro, it's gotta be a fucking unicorn. You kidding me?
Does that count?
That's definitely gotta count, dude.
That
You
count.
on the same fucking level as Bigfoot. It's
Those
got
are cool though. I'm not gonna lie, I think unicorns are overrated.
they maybe are, but I'm just saying, like, to have any unicorn or a Pegasus. Never mind, take that back. Give me a Pegasus.
Yeah, if you can fly, that'd be cooler.
Because you have a flying fucking horse. You kidding me? That's raw. Like a Pegasus.
That
Obviously,
would be a Pegasus, not.
That's what he said. He changed his word.
yeah, it'd be
He try to get defensive over his Greek mythology.
But Pegasus is up there. But I mean, anything that's like supposed to be real in life, it probably would have to be that Sasquatch because it's not as dangerous as summoning Megalodon fucking again or some bullshit.
Is that true though?
The Kraken.
The Kraken?
Nah, crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Dude,
That's-
there's a bunch. That's actually a really good segue into something I wanted to bring up. There's a bunch of probably children on TikTok who think the Kraken is real, like wholeheartedly.
Okay, well, I saw a TikTok too, and it was like talking about how, I mean, they might actually be real. Like the Kraken might actually be
I
real,
wouldn't doubt
or it's like or because like look at the drawings that pirates made. You know,
I also
giant,
think about
massive water.
one of the. He's frozen, so I'll wait. But there's like I don't know how true this is, but I've seen it in a
The
couple.
Kraken was just a giant squid, like decided, hey, I'm gonna murk some pirates today.
Probably was, but I also saw this thing that in one of the books they recovered from Blackbeard's ship that is assumed to be written by him. He wrote that pirates do that to make each other laugh and to make people on the land not want to chase them.
Interesting.
Which I thought was kind of funny because pirates are just kind of like trolls at that point.
Makes sense. Because then they'll be like, well, there's krakens out there and there's
Yeah.
huge sharks and this and that. I wouldn't want to do that shit.
I believe it. I don't care.
I mean, that'd be awesome if there was like a super mega giant squid down there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be too scary. I mean, obviously, if you're in a big fucking battleship, it's not gonna do anything to you.
You don't know that though, because the Kraken's supposed to be like 4,000 pounds.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it probably could. And all those tentacles and stuff.
I mean, would it be able to? It will just bring you down. It just wraps its tentacles around you and then brings you down, right?
Yeah. You know another thing that people on TikTok think is real that is absurd? The world serpent, like from Norse mythology.
That's not even close. That's
No.
it's
Like people genuinely bet it lives in like the Earth's core or something, and it's just chilling there.
Definitely, dude. Definitely.
Yeah, no, there's this giant, like planet-sized snake curled up, and that's what's heating up the Earth.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, what else would do it? He's just sitting there. He'll wake up sometime.
That's damn near the same as like thinking King Kong or Godzilla is real. Thinking the fucking inner core is.
That'd be pretty funny if King Kong was real. But what if he was just like passive? Like, what if he just went to Hawaii and just sat there?
Dude, then he would be American and we would send him to the Olympics and we would win
What if he
everything.
doesn't want to, though? What if he just wants to sit and eat pineapple?
Well, he has to.
I don't think he has to do anything.
He has to do it.
Why would he make
Like,
King Kong do anything? That dude whipped Godzilla with an axe. You think we can tell him to do something? I kind of doubt it.
I don't even know. But people in Hawaii, are they even considered Americans at this point?
Yeah, they're still American.
They
But
are
mean-
Americans, but do they consider themselves Americans?
I mean, probably, but they're probably more like, hey, we're Pacific Islanders more than we are American,
Yeah.
but they are still part of America, so doesn't that technically make them an American, even if they don't want to be?
That is true.
But how
I
does
mean,
that
they have citizenship, so I mean,
Yeah. But how does that logic also apply to King Kong? Like, what if King Kong just swam across the ocean to Japan or the Philippines?
I don't care.
Though it's a giant monkey.
Dude, it's literally monkey.
It's a giant, at least 50 to 300 feet tall monkey. Who jumped? You saw the new movie. He jumped around all happy and stuff.
Ethan did see the new movie. He was at my house when he watched it.
It was a great movie.
Oh, the really good.
See, this is what I tell everyone who hasn't watched it, and they're like, that movie does not seem entertaining, or why would you watch that? I tell them this. If you're looking to watch a movie and actually pay attention and enjoy a movie, do not watch it. You will be thoroughly disappointed. But if you go into the movie just because you don't,
Just because you want to watch a monkey and a lizard.
Yeah, if you want to think, if you really want to think about
Yeah.
the movie and
Fine.
how it's
or if
valid,
you watch it, what was that? If you just watch it with a group of friends, like I did with Murphy and stuff, you have such a fun time because you're just making fun of the movie.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the parts where King Kong and Godzilla fight each other, and you're just like, this is why I came to watch this movie.
Yeah.
You didn't watch. Nobody, and I'm going to tell you this, nobody went into that movie going like, man, I can't wait for some story development. No, they went in, they're
No.
like, I can't wait to see King Kong punch Godzilla in the face.
Exactly.
that's pretty much
And
it.
they got to see it, so that's all that matters.
I mean, how long of a development was that? Like 2014 when first Godzilla came out, right? Some
Oh,
crazy.
We were in the two of us were in sixth grade. Something
I
like
didn't really win. I mean, I guess neither of them really won, to be
Oh,
honest, because neither of them
yeah.
died. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Spoiler alert, they
Yeah, but like,
different. as they were always going.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't like a real winner. I mean, I guess Godzilla is like the winner, but like there wasn't like a real winner.
Yeah.
They're both alive.
That's true.
And the thing they fought isn't. So, I think we got a good answer out of that question now. Second question. How many people can beat one Bigfoot? How many people can it take? And
are you talking like average person?
That's what I was going to say. So let's say like they're all like Dwayne The Rock Johnson level people.
Oh, so like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I mean,
that's like three. I give 3 rocks.
Really?
For one Bigfoot?
Yeah.
How about I do? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna take at any point in time, like I'm gonna take world record javelin thrower in his prime.
No weapons.
Well, no, I know. I'm not saying he has weaponry.
Okay.
Prime world record javelin.
So random.
Prime world record shot put and prime world record discus. Easy, they win. No cap, no problem.
Because then it's strong. It's fucking
exactly.
That'd be pretty funny to see. I mean, probably not because it would get extremely violent within seconds. But
oh
no.
Yeah, it would be a bloodbath for sure. But I mean, it'd be entertaining. I mean,
it would be fun to check the results.
One of our shot putters recently. It was pretty high. I got chills watching it, dude. I got chills.
A big Viking looking dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out. Dude, USA has been killing it. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that.
Right? Or something?
First. Yeah, it was just trials, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So first, world record shot put. I mean, no problem. And then you got the GOAT, Sydney McLaughlin, bro. Ran like a 51st woman ever to run a 51-second 400-meter hurdles. I mean,
it's a wrap.
I ran a 51-second 400 in a relay without hurdles, and she ran the same exact time with hurdles. I mean, she is an Olympic level athlete, but like, what? And then another world record in the 400-meter hurdles got broken. I think the dude's from Norway or something like that, or Sweden.
I think I saw that one on some.
What flag is it where it's like all red and then it has the white cross?
That's Switzerland.
Switzerland? Let's see.
Not like the small one in the center, but like the whole whole flag.
Yeah, that's like
it's literally red and white, like 50-50. So that's not Poland.
I think it might be Norway.
I think Norway. Oh no, Denmark.
No, not Norway.
Cross in the middle.
Yeah, white.
Is it one of the Eastern?
Denmark. Yeah, it was Denmark. It was Denmark. A guy from Denmark, he ran a 400-meter hurdle in 46 something, but he got the world record in it.
What the fuck?
It's crazy, dude.
And they're doing good in the Euro 2020 as well. Fuck.
I have a Tokyo 2020 shirt.
That's pretty
cool. I think you told us about that, actually. Go interesting. So.
But yeah, let's
maybe. I don't know.
Let's wrap it up.
One more question.
We're gonna wrap it up now? Okay.
So.
And then I'm gonna go play some Genshin.
I gotta use the bathroom.
So do I.
I don't.
You just don't drink enough water, but that's fine.
I drank the whole thing. Like the whole thing.
I do him.
Oh yeah, of course. I know him. He is definitely. He's probably like on. I don't even know what Ethan drinks anymore. My rock or
last question. Quick lightning round.
Water.
Okay. Last question.
He's drinking water. Watch. Oh, okay. Never mind. If you could be credited for discovering one thing, or not just discovering, if you could be famous for one thing, but it has to be like a unique thing, what would it be?
What do you mean by unique?
It can't be something like you can't be a famous athlete. You know, like personally, you guys know I'm either discovering Bigfoot or I'm going to re-emerge the golden age of piracy. You know,
Mhm.
like that's my version. As you guys know very well, we'll tell that story in another episode 100%. Why does he freeze doing the weirdest things? See, look at that.
Did you get paused too?
Yeah, he kind of froze.
I mean, if something
Yeah.
were popular, something crazy, it would definitely have to be the cure for cancer or something crazy like that.
Hear you, not like that.
Oh,
Like-
look at you being good for humanity.
Yeah,
Yeah, like anything that's like any type of cancer, whether it's breast cancer, lung cancer, any type of cancer, just having a solution, just having a foolproof cure. That's insane to me. Like,
yeah, that's fair. What about you?
Hmm.
I'm ready for this answer.
Yeah, this could go a lot of different directions. One of us said pirate, one of us said
I know. My God, that is too perfect. That is too perfect.
what?
I said having good internet for everyone, and I literally froze right before I said that.
Yeah, you really need to fix that problem. It's got to be on you at this point.
See, okay, no, here. We gotta plan it out for like Monday through Thursday in the mornings or something, so I can hook up to Ethernet because I don't have an Ethernet connection in my room, so I can just run a really long cable
Okay,
out to the router.
that works. So, you guys have any final thoughts or anything else you want to say?
I mean, thanks for having me. That was really fun.
If y'all want to play Genshin Impact together,
Listen to him. He's gonna give you the video.
I've never even played Genshin, but I'm down to play with you.
dude, it is so much fun. Okay, you like Zelda Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine that, but with anime characters
I'm sold.
and anime power.
He
Okay.
froze again. So while he's frozen, this has been episode 3 of Tarzan's Treehouse. This should be up obviously soon enough. So
Wolves,
part.
and he's got a... What?
He's good at outro.
Thank you for these two guys for joining me tonight, and yeah, we'll see you next time.